find something more with God. We're going to spend a little time with Kendra Von Esch. Good morning to you, Kendra. We're going to jump right in because it is, we're getting deep into Lent now. And I know that there's a temptation in my own heart and mind, in my own disciplines, to walk away from some of the things that I've committed myself to for Lent. What suggestions might you give us to stay strong?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, unfortunately.
Are you there, Kendra? Kendra, are you there? Kendra, are you there?
I am.
I know. See, one of the things that I committed to in Lent was not to mess with our guest on the air. And I just did it. We heard you the whole time, but doggone it, I just can't help it. All right, good morning to you, Kendra.
Here I am looking at my phone like, am I on mute? What's going on?
We're hearing you just fine. It's just me. Doggone it, I can't help it.
So funny. Okay, all right. So I'm just like you. You know, you have that beautiful dopamine novelty when Ash Wednesday comes. You're all psyched, right? You go through your first week. Hopefully you're doing well. If you've fallen, you're running to confession and getting back on the wagon. And there are some chemicals in our brain. I talked about the brain last time, and it all came from Chase Hughes. I don't know if you know who that is. He is a former CIA agent, a behavioral expert, and it's important for us to know the brain that God created and what it does and why sometimes it actually goes against our best goals. Like we could have wonderful goals that we know that are going to be wonderful for us. We turn away from sin, we get closer to God, we are free, we're out of that bondage. But the brain really wants us to stay in the story, the identity of who we are now. So a couple of things that you can do if this is you. So if you think motivation is the problem, this is like a dopamine depletion in your brain. You might be overstimulated. I mean, my goodness, think about these phones that we have, and we have instantaneous gratification. And you might also be lacking some visible or monitored progress. So what do? Shrink the task. If it's like prayer, pray for 15 minutes. You want to schedule something that is completely doable, guaranteed that you're going to finish it. You can also introduce some measurable wins and remove all the drains out of your life, like your phone. I hope some of us have given up social media or something on our phones. And when you achieve these 15-minute goals, I'm going to clean the house for 15 minutes, I'm going to pray for 15 minutes, you are giving your brain these little dopamine hits, which are, hey, I did it, I completed it, and your brain is going to follow and want to continue down that dopamine path. If you have discipline collapsing the moment you have some kind of stress, which, I don't know about you, but sometimes I stress eat, I call it.
Oh, yeah.
Stress comes my way, and I'm like, nom, 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 just eating everything in my house. It's pretty sad.
I don't need stress to eat.
Yeah, right.
Okay, there you go. That's a different view of that. So that's a serotonin instability. You could also have poor sleep as a result of that. So what do you do to fix it? You do some behavioral routines at fixed times to eliminate any decision-making during the stressful times. So in other words, if you're going to pray at 5 a.m. in the morning, you get up and pray. It's scheduled. You do it. It's also going to help with your dopamine because you're going to achieve that 15 minutes. You don't pick up your phone and get distracted. It's like you and this new moment of time, right, is going to raise your serotonin. And then let's say you are the one that avoids the hard stuff. That's norepinephrine. It's another chemical in your brain. That's a threat instability mechanism. So you need short exposure to discomfort if you want to raise your norepinephrine. That's a hard one to say. So it's interesting that Exodus 90 has you taking cold showers. There's actually an impact on the brain that helps you calm down and do the thing that you need to do without having this threat in your brain. Like, I don't want to do this hard thing. Sometimes we kick that hard thing down the road and we wait till the end of the day. And, of course, then we have to wait till the next day because tomorrow is when we're going to do it because we didn't do it today. One last one. So if you're the person who starts out strong and fades out, which might be a lot of us right now, that's a novelty-driven dopamine hit, right? You're lacking the ritual. So just like the others, make small ritualistic routines that are non-negotiables. Going back to the prayer, if you do the 15 minutes, you commit to that time, you are going to manage your serotonin, your dopamine, and your norepinephrine, and your brain is going to be balanced with chemicals so that your new identity can break through. Our brain wants to keep us in the way that we are, but your behavior will change the chemistry faster than any thought in your life ever will. So what do you think about the brain?
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
I like it. And after you shared about Chase Hughes last week, I looked up some of that information. Very, very helpful. I have to say this about Exodus 90. I did it for 3 years. I know that it can have that positive effect on the brain. For me, it had a negative effect on the vocal cords because I screamed every time I got in that cold water. I'm not doing Exodus 90 this year, but I'll get back to it next year. Thank you, Kendra.
He got his voice back.
I love it. God bless you guys. Keep fighting the fight.
Yeah, we'll keep checking you out online, Reality Reflections. You've got that podcast that people can access in a variety of ways as well. So, Kendra, thank you so much for your insights.
God bless you guys. Have a great Lent. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah,
Thanks,
have a blessed
Kendra.
day.